Hi, Nicholas here. Welcome to another song analysis. We're going to look at Another Love by Odell. So the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to listen to the song. So you just go to Chordify and just press play and have a listen to the song. But we're going to transpose it and we're going to put it in the key of B. Now, the key of B isn't too difficult because, again, it's all the black notes. And the only two white notes you use in the key of B. So we have two groups, right? Group 1, 2. Here's group 1 with the 3 white notes, 2 black. It's the rightmost white note on both groups. There's group 2, and it's the most right white note. So it's B and E, and then all the black notes. And of course, in the key of B, we start on B, and that's the key. So when you're learning to play to a song in a particular key, you can start in the key of B. You can, if you stick to the black notes again, you'll always be in key, right? Whenever you're improvising. And when you go for a white note, you just note, I'm going to go for B, right? I'll still be in key. I'll go for the note E. So you focus on the note first, the white note first, either E or B, and then just hit that. You can hit them both together, and that will be E major there, right? But then just play chords. So even if you're not familiar with a lot of chords, just muck around with your fingers on the black notes and listen to the sounds you're creating. You'll learn all the chords in time. And then hit the B, and then come to the E and B. Right? So that's when you're improvising. But we're going to learn to play this song. So that's the key of B. And there's only 4 chords. It's not a difficult song. I think there's only 4 chords, or 3 chords, really. Is there any more than 3? So there's E, G sharp minor. So we have E. There's E. There's G sharp minor. See, the white note is B. So it's that's B, that's G sharp major there, which is C. But in the key of B, we've got the note B and E we're going to be playing. And then D sharp is the black notes. And then back to E. Now, so once you've listened to the song, and we're coming to the song's skeleton, let's just have a quick look at the song's skeleton. So we're only really interested in E. And we're going to listen to that high note. And then the song comes up here on Somewhere So Cold, right? Don't know where. So you can already hear the theme of the song. It's quite a simple song, right? So it's a 5 high, 5 high, 5 high, and then a 3. So it's 5, 5, 5, 3, the intervals for the melody, right? So when we're talking about these numbers here, we're not talking about the chords, the Roman numerals, the chords within the key. We have the chords here, right? The chord E within the key would be the 4th, right? The 4th. And in the key of B, G sharp there would be the 6, right? 6, 7, back to 1. D sharp would be the 1, 2, 3rd, right? E the 4th. But we don't talk about the Roman numerals, right? Because we're playing melodies and songs. We're playing the melodies of the songs. We're not just strumming a guitar, going chord, this chord, and then singing. We're actually playing the melody with our fingers on the guitar, on the piano. All right. So 5 is the melody, the high 5. And you can hear the song. It just goes to the 5 and then the 6, 5, 6, right? So you get very familiar with what songs do. When you're focusing on intervals, you're making associations with the intervals, you get very familiar and you know what a 5, 6 sounds like. 5. And then there's a 5 and it's just going up a semitone to the E, right? So it's 5 and 5 plus, right? Augmented, right? Then back to the 3. And then 3, then the 4, and then the 5, and then to the 3. So the song skeleton will help you learn the chords and the structure of where the song's going. So it's very useful. After the song skeleton, you want to learn the song, all the notes, and I've written all the intervals down here. But eventually, you want to get to the point where you don't need the intervals because your hand is just moving to the melody automatically once you hear it a few times. You will get there to that point. So what you want to work with is you want to work with chords and the lyrics, and you can get all these chords and lyrics. If you're using Songbook Pro, you can just automatically bring them in from Ultimate Guitar tabs, and then you can edit it to whatever you like, and you can even change the key. But I've put the songs we're learning on my website, so you just hop over to the website. So let's go have a look at, we'll start with the verse 1. Chord E, there's E, there's the 5th. I want to take you, so it's rising. I want to take you somewhere, 5-3. So it's using a lot of the same note, right? It's just hitting the same note a lot of the times. So it's quite an easy song to learn. So you know I care. Now the highlight, and then it raises up. So the highlight that makes this song nice is when it just changes up to that semitone. And another one there, right? And back to the resolves on the 3 here, right? Just that semitone makes a big difference. I think that's why the song's quite, quite popular. Was. All right, so it's 5-5-5-5. Easy, isn't it? I want to take you, another 6 on the C sharp. Somewhere, 5-3. So back to the 3. So you know I, 2 notes on the augmented. No, I care, but it's so minus C minus 3 into the 4. Cold, and I don't know where. I bought you daffodils on a pretty, pretty string, but they won't flower like they did last. So flower, so we're over here, and again that 5 plus, 5 and 5 plus. Last spring, and I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright, but I'm so cold to share my nights. Back to the thing. All right, so it's all pretty easy, right? It's 4 chords. So what's the chorus doing? So we'll move on. So we'll share our nights, right? And I wanna cry, and I wanna love, but all my tears have been used up. So we're on the E, and then it comes up to the 7. On another love, another love. Now we call that an anchor note. It's anchoring on that one note, right? And just swaying back to it, right? Very common in songs, but it's changing chords over that anchor note. So we call that an anchor note. So on another love, then the 3 becomes a 3 on the B. So the 7 on the E, same note becomes a 3 on the B, becomes a 5 on the love, on the G sharp minor. All my tears, and then we come up here to the 3, have been, and then again the minus 2. So those semitones are quite standout on this song. The tears used up on another love, another love. Come down here. Oh, I better bring this up. Oop. Oh, so we'll bring the chorus back up here. So we'll take it from here. Love. another. All my tears have been used up on the 7 there. And then he goes to the 2. On another love. To bring it, lift it up a little bit, and then it will comes up to the 2. On another love. And then we're on the 5 on the B. Here we're on the 3 on the B, singing. Another love, another. And it just lifts it up a bit, the song. Another love. And then we're on the minor 7 now of the G sharp. Oh, my tears have been used up. And that's major 7th down to the 5. All right. So pretty straightforward. And the verse 2 is exactly the same. There's not much difference. Sometimes you might just have another extra note if there's another word. And if somebody hurt you, yeah, I wanna fight, but my hand's been broken once too many times. So I use my voice, I'll be so fucking rude. Sorry. Words, they always win, but I know I'll lose. And I'll sing a song that would be just ours, but I sang 'em all to another heart. And I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up. Then the chorus. Bring it up there. On another love, another love, all my tears have been used up. On another love, all my tears have been used up. On another love, another. You can, if you can handle it, you might even be able to go higher. But on another love, another love, oh my tears, oh my. I was still on G sharp there. No, on another, all my tears have been used up. All right, so instrumental, you can just listen to that yourself, what it does. It's very similar to the melody. You just have a listen. Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward song, this one. So have a go at that. When you're learning to play and sing to it, right, take it very slowly and listen to your voice. And you can also, with your voice, you can add harmonics in your voice, right? So you can add lower notes more if you're more comfortable in a lower range. It doesn't matter where you play it. You just add more of that in lower notes. If I'm up here, I wanna take you. See, I could put a bit more higher in. I wanna take, but I sound a bit. Don't sound very good when I'm too high. I wanna take you. So I'd put a little bit more of the lower notes. I wanna take you somewhere, so you know I care, but it's so cold. And have a listen to the words and the syllables when you're singing and take it slow. And if you're playing the melody to what you're singing, you're really going to develop your ear and your vocals to be in pitch, right? And of course, when you actually play the song, you don't have to play every note, right? I want to take you somewhere, so you know I care, but it's so cold and I don't know where. I bought you daffodils on a pretty string. So when the note's actually the same, you don't necessarily have to press it if you're going to sing it at the same time. But if it's changing, it's good to play it because you just develop your because we're learning right now. We're learning to do it. So we're developing our ear and our vocals to hit the pitch too. And the only way you'll be able to sing in pitch is if you just play a lot and listen to what you're playing, and then make associations also. If you make associations, that helps too. So interval associations always helps. All right. So that's the song. All right. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to do some Rod Stewart in the next one. I'm going to do Sailing is next. And then I'm going to do Sailing, and I've got them here ready to go. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. So Sailing, and I don't want to talk about it. So a couple of Rod Stewarts, because I found this Rod Stewart CD and I was listening to it in the car. So I'm going to put some Rod Stewart here. All right. I'll catch you in the next song analysis. Bye.